welcome to Costume Commentary. I'm Kate.
And I'm Brit, and today we're talking about the brand new Star Trek film, Star Trek Beyond. Sort of spoiler alert. We're not going to be talking about any specific events, but we will be talking about certain circumstances. So if you want to go see the movie first before you watch this, we'll see you in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty fantabulous-tastic.
It was great.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. I loved the movie, and I love the costumes.
We have differing opinions. Again, just like the Hateful Eight. I think this is the beginning of our trend of having differing opinions on things. I just don't like the 60s, and these feel so 60s to me.
And I absolutely love the original series and all of the it came out in 1966. To prove my love, I should show my tattoo. I'm all sunburnt, so it's not as cute as normal, but nice name and price.
So since we have differing opinions on this, we're going to do something a little bit different. What did you think of everything overall?
I loved it. There really wasn't anything that I could point out that I was like, I mean, there were some things that were mediocre to me, but nothing that I didn't like. I loved everything about it. I actually really didn't like the Federation uniforms from the first two reboot films. So when I heard that they had gotten rid of the original costume designer and they now had a new costume designer, I was really psyched. And I love where she took it. I wouldn't call myself a purist, but I love things that are faithful and still kicks it up a notch. I love the difference between like Crawl and his kind of like Goonies and then the Federation. What did you think, Kate?
Okay, so here's my beef. I'm gonna lay it on the table. Here's my roast beef, my beef Wellington. I really liked the Federation uniforms from the first two films because they were stretched fabrics. You get up in the morning and you're on this ship all day. Every day. You want something that is comfortable, that you can just put on and move about your day. It didn't require zippers. It didn't have any restricting fabric. It was all stretch. The new uniforms, zippers in the back, goes all the way up the neck. It just felt very constricting in the shoulders to me. If I was gonna cosplay this, I would not pick that uniform to do because it felt very constricting and it felt very not user-friendly. It's a great nod to the original series, but A, I don't like the 60s, and B, it looks uncomfortable to me, and I am all about comfort.
Another difference that we had is I hate the pattern that's on those uniforms,
I love
and
it.
Kate loves it. I don't like tiny prints.
But it's not a print.
Well, it looks like
it's
one.
It's a weave. It's a fabric. And I think that's a beautiful thing. They took the time to make a fabric for it.
Well, see, that's cool. Like, the effort of making it is cool, but I felt like the design was sort of lackadaisical. We need to make this fabric tiny bit more interesting. Let's just take the insignia that's already on it and make it tiny and then do it a lot. And I was like, no.
We're allowed to have differing opinions.
Yeah.
We're not going to be off camera killing each other because we have different opinions about this uniform. What was your favorite?
My favorite outfit was Kirk's away uniform. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, so I'm just going to call it that, but it's the outfit that he wears once they crash land on the planet. I loved the construction of it. It looked really well functioning for what its purpose was, which is this is the outfit that's in this escape pod. We don't know where you're going to be landing, so we're going to prepare you for as many environments as possible with the clothes we're including. So it looked really rugged, it looked really long lasting, but also comfortable, something he could move around in. I also loved the colors of it, especially within Star Trek canon, the symbology of those colors where you have the blue and the yellow, because the colors of their uniforms signify what they do. And when you're on an away mission, especially when your ship has crash landed and blown up, you have to do everything.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an engineer.
You don't get to be Bones in this situation. You have to do everything. So the fact that the uniform had multiple colors, and funny enough, Bones doesn't wear it. Which one was your favorite?
My favorite outfit was actually Jayla's outfit when they first see her. I thought that it was a really great warrior uniform. It really blended well with her skin colors and her hair color. She just looked very monochrome, but in a very diverse way. I hate when they put women in like armor and uniforms that is like, you're obviously in a woman's uniform. It wasn't like
boob armor.
Yeah, it wasn't boob armor.
You know what I really loved about it was like, she talks about how she was there with her family, and it's never said how long she's there.
Yeah.
And parts of it, especially hips and her chest, were kind of tight, and I sort of got the vibe like those are her only clothes, and she's been there a while.
Yeah.
Like maybe even through puberty, and that's why those areas specifically are tight, which is sad.
It's kind of a little bit Mad Maxy, and I love that because it's very rugged, and if it's one movie series that does rugged really well, it's Mad Max.
Well, speaking of amazing character design and costume design, I actually earlier this year got to go to the Star Trek Beyond fan event, and it was like the coolest day of my life. It was so amazing. I sat like as far as I am from the camera to Zachary Quinto. It was so cool. I also wept because they dedicated that road there to Leonard Nimoy and renamed it after him, and like Zachary Quinto gave a toast. Oh my gosh. It was so cool. But one of the things that they pointed out was that this year is the 50th anniversary of Star Trek. So they decided they were going to add 50 new alien races. So all of the crowd, like there are 50 new alien races and cultures that have never been seen before that they had to make prosthetics for, they had to do character design for, costume design for, and it all, you had this amazing variance that shows the diversity of the Federation and Starfleet, but they all still looked unified under the Federation and under Starfleet, which was like the message of this movie. Krall keeps telling them there's no strength in unity, it's your weakness, and then that ends up being, in the end, spoilers, like what saves them. So what's your least favorite?
You know, if I had to pick one, you know, I don't think I can actually pick one least favorite. I think it's the entire last scene. Everybody's outfits in that. I just felt like a lot of it was too like stuff that I could find right now in the store. And it was almost kind of rainy, where it was like, oh, you just went to the store and bought that.
I think I actually found one of the jackets is like All Saints.
I really loved Jayla's outfit in the last scene, but because I wanted to buy it, not because it fit her. I mean, it still did great with that monochrome theme for her, but it was more like, oh my gosh, I want to buy that so I can like casual cosplay her. But I don't think that it's right for her character. And so, I hate Spock's shirt in that scene. I just can't stand it. Oh my gosh, and Uhura's dress. Oh god, yeah.
Spock's shirt looked like a nightgown thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of strange. I wasn't a fan of the texture of it. Or, that one's my least favorite, I think, actually, is Spock's shirt.
Good, we have the same, we at least have the same least favorite thing.
I think what the problem was is you don't get any downtime with them at all, because in the first movie there's a bunch of like downtime with Kirk where he's not in the uniform, so those moments when he's wearing the leather jacket you're like, yep. This movie didn't have that until right at the end, and you go from like uniforms and space age stuff the whole time to like Bones is in a leather jacket with the messiest hair I've ever seen. I was like, that's not Bones, that's Carl Urban.
Yeah.
He's not in character right now. Overall, we liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna buy it the day it comes out. That's our review of Star Trek Beyond. We really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a like down below and comment what TV show, movie, video game, comic book series you would like us to review next.
We're going to be reviewing the Umbrella Academy comic book series by Gerard Way and Gabriel Ba, so get ready for that one, and click subscribe if you want to be notified about it as soon as it comes out.
Bye!
Yes, I love his marker style. And I wish he would do a whole comic that way.
I can understand why he hasn't, because it's a lot of work.
But like, look at those colors.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous to me.
Seriously.